Dumelang, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good evening.
Whenever you see this.
Wherever you are in the world. Today we have something very special. We have...
Feels so nice when you say in the world. Make us feel like...
Like what, bruh?
You make us feel like we're prominent.
No, but we're getting there. We are
No,
walking.
appreciate.
We're walking in the in the vision, if I can put it that way. Yes, today we have a new member of the team. I mean, come on, you can do the rest yourself.
My name is Andiswa Simso. Hello, everybody. Sanbonani, Dumelang, Apusheng. I hope you're well. I am the lady with no title, well, formerly known by these two gents as Ghost Lady.
Ghost Lady, man.
So yes, it's nice to be here. Thank you for making me part of the team.
I don't think you could have had a better person than Ghost Lady, but you guys will see why. Can I greet the people? Also?
No, greet the
people.
Sanbonani Makaya. My name is Simso. And we are back with our, I think, first official visual podcast ever since Don't. And we appreciate that you are still with us. You've been with us through no content days.
Thick and thin.
Yeah.
Through thick and thin.
Yeah, exactly, man. But anyways, the round table, it is semi-round. Cause yeah.
No, it's round, dude.
It's semi-round for the viewer.
But we're part of a round table.
Hey, but we're part of the round table.
I was like, what? This thing is not, it's not
For the viewer, chief. Wow. Through the eye of a needle.
Through the eye of a needle, my guy. Focus.
I feel you.
But it's good for us to laugh because we haven't laughed in a while like that, especially the past couple of days. I think when the people see this would have been an event that happened almost a month ago. There's been a lot of problems not a lot of problems, but a big stir around bullying. There has been a big stir around issues of mental health. And Pastor Dr. Dumi.
Oh no. No.
Money Heist season 5.
No.
Una Martina.
You know how their characters are like cities in the world?
Yeah.
What do you think Dr. Dumi is? Dobsonville.
For Beaufort West. We still love your music, Dr. Tumi. We still love your music.
What do you think of the Dr. Dumi saga? Do you look up to Dr. Dumi as
I mean, I don't think it was a thing of looking up to Dr. Dumi. I just enjoyed his music, and I felt like, you know how we have that momentary episode of just loving an artist because they produce good music. I think he was that person for me, and I still listen to his music, and I still feel some type of way, but I look up to him. I don't know.
But I mean, he's human, dog. Me understand. You know what I mean? It's just don't laugh, dog. Don't laugh.
Figure give me.
It's funny when we talk about Dr. Dumi, né? Because he has portrayed an image of I'm a man of God. He's and man of God to us are supposed to be righteous, and but I think the man was tempted. Do you want to extend on that, or do you think? Okay, but it's true.
Yeah, I mean,
it's true. Just because of fundis, it does not mean you're not
not a sinner.
Yeah, I mean, even Jesus was tempted by the snake. Remember when he was fasting?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I think the human body is bound to give in to worldly things. It's just we all do it at different degrees and in different times. So I think that was his breaking point. He saw a lot of money. He saw an opportunity.
That is a lot of money. How much was it? 2.5?
1.5.
1.5. It's
And then he
still
child
a
half.
lot of money.
He got half. But my personal view around this is we also need to remember, sorry to get very biblical, but the Bible even says that it's not everyone who calls Jesus' name that's actually going to go to heaven.
Yeah.
So you find that God uses certain people. Like he can choose a street kid. He can choose a drunk to actually get someone to give their lives to Jesus.
Yeah.
You understand? And in your mind you're like, no, but how? When you go to heaven, they are not there. When now you are there. Type of vibe. And also it's something that happened in the past, man. It's something that happened in the past. It's wrong, yes. It really is wrong. And I feel like it might make a lot of Christians who got saved through his music actually turn back. That's my biggest fear, because when a person is given such a platform, especially in a religious context where Christianity has this notion of seeking perfection, and then this happens, you understand?
He loses his credibility.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's like he lets a lot of people. It's like for me personally, when I know Jub Jub.
Yeah.
Jub Jub, I never knew Jub Jub as a gospel artist. I knew Jub Jub after he had that accident.
Yeah.
And then when I heard that he was drag racing, I was like, Haibo, Njani, gospel artist. You understand? So those are the things that we also need to remember. We are only human. We are only human at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Yeah, but just like Bushir.
But I stand Bushiri. Honestly.
Bushiri was focused.
Honestly, that nigga, dog, do you understand? I think when we mentioned the likes of Pablo Escobar, I'd put the shit on that list and say, there was a man, bro, who ran away from the States after he scammed the States. Bro, he made South Africa look weak ass, bro.
Because literally the way it looked, man, the way it looked was as if, you know, like when you tell them, I know, let's say maybe dog, I send you to go buy something at Spar.
Yeah.
And I say, give me your phone, yabo?
Yeah.
And then I take your phone. And I'm like, I'm coming back. When you go buy bread, when you come back, it's literally what the state did. It's literally what the state did, because Bushir was like, no, give me bail. And then I'll do this. I will not leave the country. What did the nigga do? He left the country. And after that, he's like, no, I'll come back to.
And he gave them his passport.
He gave them, and he gave the South African government an ultimatum to say, Hixie, if you want me to be incarcerated in South Africa, you're gonna do so under my terms.
Money buys you happiness and freedom.
It does. Do you know of the guy? But I can't remember his name. He used to steal 10 cents. He was an accountant. He used to steal 10 cents from each and every client for the company he worked for.
I remember that scandal. I was very young.
But it's one of the big banks.
Yeah.
Talk about patience.
10 cents.
10 cents.
But think about it.
Upon my point.
Every single
Imagine
client,
if we stole 10 cents from each and every Andiswa student there. Would that squatter, boy? Just
no. When money goes.
That's what the guy did.
Is that what they are doing?
It's him, but why we don't know.
No, I'm just asking.
And I don't think Andiswa students would mind if we just took 10 cents from each of their accounts.
That's why even those ShopRite ladies sometimes, month end, you see they charge 1 rand. I guess there's a lot of money.
Yeah.
Especially
Yeah,
if you
like, I
pay
don't have
cash.
change.
You pay cash. Dog, they just gang coins, and they make sure they give you gang coins.
And the rand is gang, man.
Rand is gang, man. You can literally come up with taxi money.
Rand.
That day.
You rand is any power, boy. You rand is gang.
So basically, guys, imali, it can make you do crazy things.
But I don't know. Nangithanda imali.
Of course.
Nah, me.
That's
Amen, Bazalwan.
that's for me. I feel like that's a basic need.
Yeah.
It's a basic need, and people who tell me that money doesn't make you happy, they're talking crap.
They must stop.
Money isn't happiness, but money does make you happy. Of course, it doesn't make you entirely happy because there are certain aspects of life you can't buy. There's certain like a happy relationship you can't necessarily buy. You can't buy love.
You can buy the things that
makes the person feel or attracted to you, and disguise that attraction as
the
love.
things that keep the relationship running.
Exactly.
How do you get to relationships?
No, so did you see my tweet this morning when I was like, we need Shazam for feelings? It was like, honestly, I know. Guys, guys,
But you're still navigating.
Who hurt you is my
guys,
question.
I've been navigating, dog. Hey, dog, I'm sure those people that explored above bush, those ones that found America, I'm sure they found it before I found a hand, dog.
I'm a Christopher Columbus.
Columbus, dog. Columbus literally survived slavery and stuff while I was here chilling.
America in
Sending
the
flowers and shit. And songs, writing songs.
Location not found.
Not Sila. I know, guys, I'm hurt. I know. Can you? No, that's the thing, bruh. I feel like, I don't know, I feel like for me, this is something I was actually told by one hand. I would say, I would not date you because you are, I won't say a public figure, but
a public figure.
You're not.
I'm an extreme extrovert, I would like to say, you understand? So they kind of find it as a problem because now I'm walking to the bridge now, and then Andiswa and I we've been friends for, probably longer than the relationship has been going on for.
And Andis was always a problem.
Guys, no, I almost got beat up by somebody's girlfriend.
What?
Don't say that.
When was this?
This was last year.
Why it happened?
And it was one of my closest guy friends, like closest. Like we always used to spend like time together. Not as in even like quality time, but when I'm at the office, he would be there, like assisting me and whatever. So the girlfriend comes up to me, and I put them together to begin with. Girlfriend comes up to me on some, I feel like you're spending more time with my boyfriend than I am. I'm like, hey.
Why does it sound like I know this person? Why does it sound like I know this person?
I don't think you know this person.
Oh, okay, but it's a very similar story to one that I know, but I won't mention names, eh?
No, you can't.
Don't mention names now,
Yeah, person's name is a cow. Yeah, person's name is a cow, man.
I know, cause I'm mjolo. No, that thing is.
It's maybe it's not for you right now. Do you believe in that?
I at this point I believe.
Do you believe you can never search for it, but
It'll find you.
I think at this point, honestly,
don't go searching for it now.
Exactly. At this point, like I was telling you earlier on, with this year, dog, I'm at a stage where I feel like it's time for people to shoot their shots at me now.
I don't follow Joanna.
Guys, like serious.
No, guys, like you get me. Do you guys understand me?
Like it's constant craving of what's in jail. How now I could be sitting with someone just to laugh,
Not even doing much, just chilling.
Come on, baby, let's go buy watered spark. Dog. Imagine 5 liter, 2 liter, or 5,
And hopefully now it's like that would do,
I know my soulmate is money, bro. I don't know. I feel like maybe my
boy,
soulmate
money won't give you bum. Okay, buy you bum. But that is
18 sniffing. 18 sniff. Nah, but like I'm the real, bro. Like I was Nkatele, man.
Yeah.
Like I feel like.
How long have you been single, my boy?
Yo, I don't even remember. I don't really. The thing is, some situations I couldn't really say I was single, but I couldn't really say I was in a relationship. You understand? So,
of course, lady once told me of a situation of she had this one person, but
there were no benefits.
How does that work to me?
It worked.
Njan?
It just worked.
No, I'm saying Njan. I'm not questioning the functionality.
I am.
I'm asking because I don't know these things.
Jolly.
What benefits? That's what I was asking. But can continue.
Any and every benefit you can think of. So that's not jolly. It was just.
But you guys were each other's people, low key.
Low key, yeah. But it wasn't jol.
You guys were call centers.
Yeah,
But now why are we a
each
call
other.
center? Oh, okay, no.
You guys were just
okay.
talking to each other.
Yeah,
You
that's
guys
all
you weren't dating.
Sim. Sasi comfort.
I hate those situations. Sometimes, as a gent, you can find yourself in that situation whereby it's just now like on autopilot, but nothing is happening.
I was there for 2 years. For 2 years. For 2 years, bruh.
Can't be years.
2 years.
No.
Not months, not weeks, not hours. 2 years.
2 years.
2 years. That's why it's in cartel, guys. I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm really tired.
You chased for 2 years.
Bruh.
You were chasing.
No, but she was hot.
But
I got played, I got schooled, I got clowned.
yeah,
but
because ghost finesses, bro.
Yeah, I know
Damn.
she was. But yeah, 2 years, guys. Like it wasn't like I was chasing her, of course, né? But I feel like what made the thing so long was there were always mixed signals. You understand? There was always that thing that would make me be like, okay, Simba, you're thinking of just, cutting her off. But what if
She actually needs you.
no, not that needing thing. But what if the feelings are starting to be
real.
you understand?
Oh.
To be reciprocated type of. So I think that's the thing that always kept me there because,
For 24 months.
bruh, I was introduced to parents and stuff, bro.
Oh no, then no wonder.
I was introduced to parents, bro.
No, but with me, ne, I met this other guy.
Wait, I don't know as what though. I don't know as a friend or as a boyfriend. But
you
all
were
I know is
introduced
I
to
was
parents.
introduced to the parents.
Not physically, not like.
I met the dad physically.
Oh.
I met the dad physically and parts of the family physically.
Parts of the family.
Not like I was
The cousins.
No, direct. Not like that. No, not that. I wonder if it was that deep, dog. I'd be literally arranging cows right now.
No, he'd be married.
You
But now,
understand, you understand.
how long was that gonna
This thing is
last?
dropping, sorry.
But I feel like that whole situation for me, honestly, it kind of changed my views of the concept of love and the whole notion of a relationship.
Yeah.
Because at some point I came to believe with no, man. The minute I sense with no, there's doubt.
Yeah.
I must just bounce. You understand?
Yeah.
And of course it was a toxic situation, but that's what I was saying with like I learned a lot of things from that whole toxic situation.
Of course you have to learn from all situations that we find ourselves in. Whether they are good or bad, we need to come out to listen. But it's just shit, man. For 2 years you were chasing him, boy.
No, bro,
He was chasing.
Were you getting bums on the side?
nah, bro.
Yeah?
You were loyal, boy.
And the Hans think I'm a player, dog. Yes. The Hans think what's in your favor.
They think you've got hoes, my boy.
They think I got O's, bruh. At the time I got O's. Not hoes, O's, bruh.
Girls.
Nah, dog.
Shame.
But I feel like it comes with the personality.
Yeah.
Honestly, it comes with the personality because I was speaking to a particular individual the other time and lockdown, we were all bored.
Yeah, you were texting this one and this one.
Not even texting, we were sending those screenshots, choose a number, what? Those childish games. Yeah. Those childish games.
Yep.
Yeah, well, so I was talking to this one
Hey, we
individual.
played those games, eh?
We did.
did.
People
Yeah,
did challenges.
we come
People
from
were
far.
within.
My 2 weeks, that thing lost it, bruh.
They will come
And
from
then it
far.
just died. Whoever was still on that tip was like, I'm going to talk.
We were bored as a world. As a world.
The world was at a standstill.
Yo.
It was bad. But this Han was saying that I asked him like, okay, do you think I have this aura of a player?
Yeah.
And she's like, no, but whenever you speak to people, it sounds like you're flirting, particularly girls. You understand?
Yeah.
And for me, to be quite honest with you,
Yeah.
if I like a hun, I don't have the guts to flirt with her like Jin. Ikwababa is a thing.
Yeah, Guava was a
And
thing.
all. Of course, it might not be that severe, but it's a thing.
Oh,
And all.
my. You don't mind.
No, I want to know. I want to know what you wanted to say.
Speaking of Guava, so I was this lady. No, I overcame it.
Okay, it's fine.
So when I came from you earlier, I'm walking behind this lady for a while, and I'm like, alright, let me just pace up. So I enter. So now I find out this is somebody's mother.
Oh no.
This is someone's
Mandy.
mother. So she tells me,
Yo.
yo, dog, and I posted a status this morning. I'm not sure if you saw it.
I didn't.
It's a Masijo song. Forgot what
I
it's
need a
called.
sugar mama.
I saw the status this morning.
I saw that.
So I highlight her, yeah, but she tells me she's here for the weekend with her son, whatnot. So I was like, alright, with your son, but can I see you before you leave? You know? And then she looked at me, dog, and I was like, then she was like, no, I need to leave. And I was like, alright, nice to meet you. Her name is Baby.
Parents, if you're watching this, the time to get your kids.
Yeah, it's time to
If
get
my
your
mom
kids
sees
out of
this,
here.
I'm sorry. But
If anybody from my family sees us, I don't know these people.
This is 0%.
I'm not even drinking.
I'm drinking juice.
We're drinking juice. But yeah, man, I overcame Guababa and it was on somebody's mom.
How was that?
Like, was it a somebody or a somebody?
Like a university somebody
Like, do you
or?
know the somebody or?
No, this is somebody's mother. She's a working class.
Oh,
Oh, she's just a mother, Nje.
visiting Bloemfontein with her son.
I think the son is in hospital or some shit.
So how old is this?
So now
son?
you're thinking of hospital rounds, Clark.
I was like, that. I live just here. The hospital is there. Come through before you leave.
No fear of the skebengas.
Niggas.
No fear of the skebengas for the
Yeah,
mama.
bro, I was like, shoot your shot. Why not?
But I don't
I have
think.
nothing to lose.
Would you have to? In fact, let me ask you this, Andiswa. Would you say you have the courage to shoot your shot
I don't. Honestly speaking, I do not.
Meet the
at
chance
all?
Like.
That's why I was
I
saying
need the
we need a
Shazam
Shazam app for feelings.
feelings, bruh.
So you go for the person you see that I love.
Also, first lady, do you like the talking stage?
Do I like the talking stage? I don't have a problem with it because I feel it's necessary.
Yeah.
So beyond enjoyment, I think it's a thing of just me knowing where I stand with
the
myself
person.
before. No, with myself.
Okay.
Because I
yeah.
need to navigate where I am.
Oh,
Because it's
yeah.
so easy to say, oh no, I like you back, type of vibe,
Sure.
you know? And yeah, but
And me, I was standing here.
yeah.
She likes me, she doesn't
She
like
doesn't
me
like
because
you.
You are in the
she's giving me
middle.
both vibes, bruh.
Exactly. So and I feel like we exert those so much, especially for us women. We never wanted to be that easy to say yes. You understand? I think it's a
Dignity.
boost. Yeah, dignity. Yeah, to go to no, I can't.
Kanjalo,
No. No, but there's a guy there. If he came to me now and like
Shall I
he
do?
was like, hey, I'm like, oh.
You be like, yeah.
I'm like, yeah.
Oh, yo. I wonder if there's a hand who thinks like that about me, dog. Maybe I don't. Our problems are mainly chief.
As I don't even think about dating guys. Pussy when yam jeng lali
No,
dog.
but you know what? I think the one thing about me, I think the both of you know how picky I am.
Yeah.
You know, I'm picky with everything, not just men, but everything.
Everything.
So I think for the longest time it's been hard for me to kind of settle with the person. Like we'd talk. I remember last year during lockdown, I was in a talking stage
No, we
that
consent.
started in 2019. So we're talking, and then he's like, no,
That
why
was the
don't
best time to talk, eh?
Yeah, yeah.
right? And he's like,
People took people's girls during
Just on
over
chance.
chance.
Just on chance.
I know people who broke up and got people the next day. Yeah, but so it was a whole thing of just people navigating themselves and their emotions when they're alone and just, being themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But guys, I think it's important to know what you want first and foremost. Knowing what you want matters the most. So when you get to the person, if Simba's giving me these vibes, these are vibes I can stand. Like I can tolerate the game, Like Njalo Simba make Kamuga, he's like, yeah, girl.
Yeah.
And then when Mbona Nabanyama, he's just like, type of vibe. So those are vibes you can handle on some, he's hot, he's cold type of vibe. But if you're literally just being hot and cold and it's just like plain cold, why am I still here?
If you feel like
If you feel like you want to be happy, we must all be happy. If you feel like you want to be upset, we must all be upset. No.
Okay, me, I have a question. Okay?
What's your question?
I have a question.
Yeah.
I was thinking the whole time you were speaking. I was thinking of my own things. Now, okay, yeah. Plot twist or game twister or what?
Plot twist.
Plot twist.
Since 1, 2, 3 we are singing.
Yeah.
Exit.
But don't count me there for long. For
what?
It's,
Yes.
Okay, then it died.
Don't-
Then my
you can advertise me, but
No,
No, it's fine. Please say it. No,
speak.
No, Simba.
I'm just saying.
No.
I'm not. It's not totally dry. It's not like there's no hope. Hey.
But how long?
Who said there isn't hope for me either?
Who said there is? Okay, no, there is no hope for me.
Okay,
so-
there might be no hope for me. This girl has got emotional problems. In my previous relationship, the girl had a lot of emotional dun.
Oh, in that I thought she meant like she's got like
No.
in
No,
a fucked
no.
up way, like she crazy.
No.
Okay, all right.
She's just emotionally not in the right space, but she's willing to give it a try. And I'm thinking to myself, "Ish, no. This is a trap. I've been there before."
So I feel like with relationships like that now, sometimes women can be needy. Mostly when they are in a very bad emotional state.
Yeah.
Like I know when I PMS, my things are like,
Yeah.
I get mood swings like crazy, and at that moment I just crave love. I want to be loved.
That's choice of being a woman.
Right. So some women are naturally like that, and you find men who are willing to give love, but when they get there, they don't receive the love because they are consistently feeding this monster that is inside that seeks attention, not necessarily happiness and love, but attention.
But now you are she's reading through me, man. Are you okay?
You guys are in sync.
No, it's like I need to. She's explaining now.
Yeah, and you're like you're
She's literally because everything you just said now, I just got a flashback of particular incidences or instances
It's the people.
where things actually, literally, you just mentioned Uti, attention. When you said attention, you remember that time when I was when I was like, there's a difference between a person texting you and then responding to your texts. There's a huge difference.
Okay.
Like you heard that.
So the person was responding, not texting.
Not
Yeah.
texting.
Yeah. So let's say maybe I comment on a status, you look gorgeous, thank you. And then
Down.
because
Because you are pressing, it's tough to get change.
Exactly.
It's tough to get change. You must keep pressing.
And the most fucked up thing is, when I turn a cold shoulder and I become distant, she comes back. Fuck, you must listen to Street Runner by Rod Wave.
Yeah,
The first part,
I heard Road Wave is a dope artist.
Yeah, dog. The first,
Listen to him too.
No, I've just heard a couple of songs. Not because I listened, but because someone was
To play.
playing.
the first part, there was a part where where the girl was like, every time I close the door, you knock, and I let you in. And that's literally what was happening with me.
Yeah.
When I turned the cold shoulder and be like, actually, you know what, fuck this, I don't need this. She would come back. And when she came back, it would be on some, I'm not okay, or Boma sad emoji.
Oh.
Emotional downplay, Boma, I miss you.
Yeah, it's a wave play. It happens.
But I heard
And when you stop, let me tell you, when you stop, when you realize, you know, man, this is my breaking point. This is where I'm stopping. Like saying it right now. That's when they're actually gonna love you for you. They're gonna want you for you, not because you were the person that was giving them attention, but because they want you. Because for so long you tolerated that. Like, I don't even know what to call it. The roller coaster of emotions of them wanting you and not wanting you.
Yeah.
So it happens.
But for me, I feel like even if it was to come to a point whereby she's to come to me and be like, actually, you know what? I think I'm ready to give this thing a try. You know, I feel like even at this point, if it was to come to that point, I don't think I would be comfortable with having the same, you know, being on the same level.
Yeah.
For the reason that I don't think I would be able to love her the way that I would have loved her if she had not played around. You understand? Because every time I see her, every time I see something that reminds me of her, it's always that thing you would say, no man. Kana this hand did this.
You did this.
Kana this hand. You understand?
So that's how we feel when men cheat. Exactly how we feel.
As chiti sonke kaloku.
Yeah, but I'm
Cheetah
saying.
Jordan, we are chasing for 2 years.
It came back to hit you. You shall read yourself.
When we are chasing for 2 years.
Do you realize, Uti, one more year it was equivalent to a qualification? She was a whole degree. She was a whole degree.
And you were going to pass her with the cum loud.
Dean's list. Fuck. Yo, I know, guys, now I'm tired. I know,
I'm sorry, my boy.
Look at the way he's even boring as wine.
Hi, this is what you need, dog. Maybe some of us, God maybe just made us, you know, to make money.
Make money
and make the world a better place, you know, and make music.
Not to be a monk, though.
I want to be a monk. I want to travel to the mountains of the Himalayas.
I want to do that too, ghost lady. When I'm 50, I want to go there for like a period of 3 months.
I want to do it now.
Now?
No, it's okay.
Wait, what are you talking about? Wait, I thought you said I heard mountains. What are you talking about?
Yeah, the mountains of the Himalayas.
What happens
for
there?
monkery.
For monkery.
You go get taught how to be peaceful.
Yeah.
Like you rest your soul. You control your soul. Your soul doesn't.
Some Buddha shit.
Oh,
shit.
Chocolate shit.
Bucket list, Psych here. You must put that on the bucket list, chief.
We are going to the Himalayas.
Yeah, Saki, you better have this when we're like 50.
Yeah.
You guys will be 50 something. You have to wait for me to be 50.
Okay, that would be so dope. Imagine.
Right?
But they're not gonna allow us to shoot content there.
Yeah, we can't shoot content.
We can't shoot content there.
But
it's
also,
fun.
we'll come back better people. You guys will see it through our eyes.
Imagine a podcast at 50.
Hi guys. Welcome
You
back.
must be the most boring nigga at that time.
Tologoti, you're actually much more interesting, right?
Yeah, you'd be very
Because
surprised.
you've seen life
lot
for
of
what it
things.
is and just experience.
And you've grown on screen over the years.
Yeah.
No, obviously if it's something that you've been doing, like,
Yeah.
of course.
Yeah.
I thought you mean like.
But not
something-
just from Ras.
Like 50. Okay, when I'm 50, I'm gonna start a podcast. Nah.
Follow your dreams, man.
Podcast you can. I mean, if it's not going to be like our type of podcast, but like, you know, those how to live life type of thing.
How to cope with stress.
Yeah, anxiety
How
and
to
depression.
treat your husband. How to.
You know that nigga with the
Mother
beard, that nigga
goodness.
with so much wisdom.
Sadhguru. That is my favorite person in the world.
Yeah, that nigga's
He is the
amazing.
reason why I am so calm each and every day.
He's amazing, man. His mind is. I want to be where his mind is, and the only way I can be like that, okay, that's not the only way, right? But going to the Himalayas and doing monkery stuff, bro, will get you in that type of mindset where you understand life for what it is, boy.
You'll be doing handstands at 60. Why? Because you'll be able to control your soul.
Yeah.
You got matcha?
But anyways, I don't know how long we've been running, dude. I still want to add a conversation.
Yeah.
So
Go ahead.
No, I think the people are still engaged.
No, okay, cool. That's proper. That's proper. I want to raise something a bit sad. What can happen to anybody,
Yeah.
especially now that we're in the context of relationships, right? Keenan. Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy, though.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I was listening to the dad's speech, Anela's father's speech at the funeral. It was today, but it was not the father who was speaking. The father asked a family friend to read a letter that the father had written. The dad speaks, right, of obviously the relationship he had with his daughter, but he says basically this was not suicide, you know, and it was only Mega who was there with the heart.
Yeah, no,
I
I
think
thought
it's-
as much.
You know?
I thought as much. I thought this would happen. But I mean, there were rumors. I don't know if that's why I would rather call them rumors to be on the safer side.
Yeah.
But there were rumors circulating that Anele had attempted something similar before.
Yeah, but the
Protea
dad,
Durban.
the dad in the thingy, in the letter said she has never done that. Nobody in the family knows of something like that.
No, but
That's how
this-
depression is.
Yeah, that's. I was about to say, Uti, it takes us back to the black community not being educated enough about depression as an actual disease, if I may call it, for lack of better words. Because I mean,
Disease it is.
when
I'm listening to you think.
So I mean I was diagnosed with clinical depression at some point in my life, and my family didn't know.
Yeah.
They weren't educated on it, so much that I was labeled as the black sheep for the longest time because I wasn't what they wanted. I wasn't emotionally responsive to them the way they wanted me to be.
Yeah.
You understand? So I think your family might not know at all,
Yeah.
because you're either the child that's always loud and jolly and happy because you're
Yeah.
trying to kind of hide this this heavy burden that is weighing you down. Nobody, it's that thing, you fake it till you make it. Sometimes you fake it and you don't make it because it just becomes too much, and the people you do tell don't know how to handle it because they haven't known you your whole life.
Yeah.
So the only people who can actually get you out are the people that are getting you deeper into it. You understand? Because at home you might appear happy, but there are some aspects in your family dynamic that don't make sense. You understand? So if the father was, so saying that Uainele never showed signs of depression, maybe he might
Be.
have missed something,
Yeah.
or
No,
he's
no,
just
he-
trying to.
No,
Get-
He definitely
Yeah.
missed something.
it's either he missed something or he's just finding it too hard to believe.
To believe.
Like he's finding it too traumatic to handle.
My
and-
king, rightfully so, right?
No,
Yeah.
definitely.
But I think, okay, again, rightfully so. Children tend not to have a relationship with their parents. Again, it's what Ghost Lady is saying. That you can, you give off an image to your family of you are bubbly, you're the motivational person, you know, you're just the child who paints the family because it's dark and you know that. But that darkness consumes you, but you don't show it to your parents, you understand? Because they can't see that far. So I'm saying, I understand where the dad is coming from when he says, this child has never,
had an episode or anything.
you understand? Because that child has never opened up to the father for whatever reason.
Yeah.
And it's I think it's the typical setting or typical situation in a black family, particularly middle class black families
Yeah.
most of the times. I know, like we were speaking about bullying earlier on, and I know I for
Actually
one,
touch on that.
Yeah.
We just mentioned it.
Yeah, but I know I, for one, in high school, I was like the outcast.
Yeah.
I was the social outcast since
Yeah.
primary even.
Yeah.
Because primary, that's when I had just moved to South Africa.
Yeah.
You know, the language, you don't really understand
Yeah,
it.
trying to
People
grasp everything.
gossip, and all that stuff. And obviously you think with high school things would change.
Yeah.
You know?
It doesn't.
And I was that annoying kid type of vibe because I was younger than the actual age that you're supposed to be in the grade that I was in. You know? And things would happen at school. I go home, I act like nothing ever happened.
Yeah.
Nothing ever happened. And I'm not saying I'm blaming my parents because I was never able to open up, but growing up, you were never given a platform, or you never encountered situations whereby your parents would just call you in, sit you down, and tell you things that are serious.
Yeah.
So for you to actually start that conversation and say,
It's tough.
Mom, Dad, can I sit down with you? Can I talk with you? There's something that's happening.
tough.
It's tough. The only time that I actually did that with my parents was when my phone got confiscated.
Yeah.
That was the only time where I was like, see. And that was because I had to lie. Ukuthi my phone fell in class. Kante I was using it. That's the only reason why I actually had to sit down with them. You understand? Serious things, never. Do you have a girlfriend? No, they don't care. But it's fine.
So you mean,
Because now they don't know your skeletons.
Still love you.
so you were saying, what I'm gathering is there is a boundary between parent and child relationship, and that there's no, if there was friendship.
I mean, I can make an example with Mamnan and Bamnan. So I call them mom and dad because they're moms.
It's mom and dad, yeah.
But with mom and dad, I think growing up, mom always wanted to know what was going on. And I think at the time it was just weird for us to like go up to her and be like, hey mom, got a boyfriend.
Yeah.
Now can I tell you today, my mom, as is, she's pestering me about getting a boyfriend. At some point she was questioning my sexuality.
Same. Yo, I wanted that one.
Parents do that.
So
My
now
dad thinks, sorry.
no, yes.
My dad thinks I'm going on a boat cruise with a hand. It's like, ain't no way.
I should use that tactic.
Ain't no way.
Ain't no way. So
But anyways, yeah,
at the end of the
continue.
day, I mean, I think we must be the generation that actually initiates such conversations with our kids, because kids nowadays come back and be like, "Yo, mama, you know, from primary school, you know." So it's a thing, Yoguti, we must accept.
Yeah.
Yoguti. Kids must know these things, you know.
So that makathola intombi angathuki. That's the reason why I think Kwababa exists.
Yeah.
It is.
No, really, it
You
really
understand?
is.
Because we didn't have dads growing up.
Yeah, we didn't have a
there's,
dad.
There's gents who who are literally scared of sitting down and having mere conversations with the hand.
It's because they never had. Okay, I won't say they never had that relationship, but chances are such conversations never came up.
Yeah.
And I think in certain settings you find that it's probably because the parents became parents when they were not ready to become
To be
parents.
parents,
Yeah.
Hence, when they are growing up, for me, I see it with my siblings. Not that I gave birth to them or anything, but I see what's no man. Shit, this person is actually growing. You know, it hits you when the person is actually
Growth.
at that stage of growth. So I think it's a case whereby we never really got exposure to these kind of conversations. We never really got someone who walked us through the process of seeing a girl, walking up to her, respectfully approaching her, talking to her in a certain manner. And it could even be one of the reasons why some guys flate at girls or whistle at.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
They seen it somebody else do it.
They probably saw it from their parents.
Yeah.
You're right.
Do you understand? So
With
it's a.
girls, I think more than anything, we're trained to. I can't say we, but most girls are trained to be submissive towards a man. In as much as a man is is told to come to a woman and be like, hey, this what's up. A girl must just. So hence it becomes a shock when women just stay and they're like, no. Because khona umuntu who has engraved it in their head, ukuthi, no man, le ntombazane, if I go up to her and be like 1, 2, 3, uzoshesha ngivume type of vibe. So when you come and the woman is not entertaining what you're doing, it becomes a shock to you. Because you don't know a teaching of how to approach a woman besides that one. So do you understand, Uguti? The way in which we are taught is supposed to bring us together, but what it's doing is kind of tearing us apart.
Yeah.
Because at this point, that's
legit.
Why? You've been hurt.
I've come to the point.
There's plenty of fish in the sea.
Not even like, for me, it's not even a case of it's plenty of fish in the sea. For me, it's just a case where you would say, okay, I've been a nice guy.
Yeah.
And
that has gotten you somewhere.
The things I've been executing are things that nice guys do.
Yeah.
And people have told me repeatedly, you are too nice. So at this point, that's what I was telling you earlier on, would say, if I shoot my shot and you wanna act some type of way,
I'm gone.
because at this point I feel like if you don't feel the way I feel, you will never.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you do the latest thing, it's because she done seen you.
Yeah,
with
popping.
Drake or some shit.
Yeah,
Kabza.
It's happening soon. It's happening.
So
soon.
now she's trying to act like she always been there.
Yeah.
No, but Yazi, sometimes, can I just, I'll tell you what I hate hearing, but something I've actually seen and experienced, which is sometimes you need to learn to love a person.
I have.
Sometimes you need to learn to love her. That is super true.
It's very super
Sometimes
true.
you need to learn to love a person. It's not because you naturally love them. Like, there's just people you naturally just love.
But that needs effort.
Attraction. It also needs an attraction.
Yeah.
You need to be attracted to that person to a certain extent to learn to love them.
To learn to love them, yes. Because as soon as you force it to him, it's not going to work.
Yeah, it's not gonna work. And you can see I hope some people don't see when they forcing shit. I can see when I'm forcing things.
I can see when I'm forcing
Clearly,
shit. I know when you double text. When you double
I
text.
hate double text. I'm not going to double. If I want you, I am not going to double text you.
I thought
you mustn't feel cocky.
Ever. And your voice note shall be responded to with the text.
After 3 working days.
Yeah.
After 3 working days.
Don't think I'm excited to hear your voice and I'm going, no, Chief. I'm going to respond accordingly. Accordingly.
Well,
But it's sad, man. I really feel like it's sad because I don't really like making this whole thing about, my experience, but I think my experience kind of is relevant, Jabba. But it kind of is sad, Uguti. You start believing that being a good person is bad.
Nah. And that's not true, though.
And bad is good. Because, Yabana, one thing I've also noticed about girls, it was even a thread the other time, my boy. It was even a thread whereby this guy was like, okay, girls reach their peak in varsity.
Yeah.
Varsity girls they can get married if they want to.
Yeah.
They can get married. Now we peak at our working stage. And when we peak, that's when groove and all that stuff. That's when we want to.
Now you want to be a city boy.
Exactly. Now you want to be a city boy. So I think relationships, in essence, they're just things that are colliding in interests and also the stage that you're in, in life. Because you probably are at a stage as a girl where you want to experiment, where you want to explore, and that adrenaline rush of being with a bad boy. But those good guys that are coming and shooting their shots, you want to save them as candidates for marriage, just like I was a candidate for marriage not so long ago.
Drinks again.
See, it's always so convenient. When we hit the 2 years, it's time for the drinks to be
Drinks
refilled.
again.
I'm stressed.
Let me start pouring. Maybe I'm going to start telling my stories. give my class people, but it's dark. You can't see shit.
But
Yeah,
that happens, shame. I know old men who haven't grown up mentally.
Ish.
They're still
We see them at Groove.
they're still bad boys.
smoking happily.
And I'm like, no, daddy, no.
It's the no daddy, no for me.
I call my dad.
No,
daddy.
Vele,
But
no
no,
daddy.
no, daddy, no.
No daddy. Give daddy that money.
You're a father.
Your father. How many kids did you leave at home, man?
Boy. Yo, if
So,
But
I
never
mean,
said to the mango.
my dad doesn't drink, so he's a good guy, he's a family man. Thank God for that. But imagine if I once bumped into McClappy and I could see this is my I'd faint, dog.
With a Masley queen.
Oh,
Drinking more wet.
my mother's there at the house waiting for you.
thinking you are working late office hours.
I would say my mind is photoshopped.
Dog,
My mind is photoshopped.
this can't be you, nigga.
No.
No, but it does happen, shame. Scientifically, it's proven that women grow faster, mentally, physically, and sometimes spiritually, than men. And I think it's something we. Okay, I'm gonna go to my attraction with old men. At some point, I had an obsession with old men, but you would never see me date an old man. Because I figured and I discovered Uguti, no man, a 50-year-old can actually be a 12-year-old. You understand?
Age is just a number.
Age is just a number.
Oh, baby.
Oh, I need me a sugar mama. Oh, lady. Hot mama. Sophisticated sugar mama.
He did it.
Masego. Give me Masego.
So, generally, I think, as you said, Uguti, relationships are a thing that revolve around interests. So common interests, if I may put it in that way. And it's all a thing of tolerance. Mina, I know that there are people I love with my whole heart, but I sometimes need to get away from. You understand? So you need to find that person that can understand, Uguti, yo, babe, if I don't want to be with you today, yo,
You understand.
space, yabo. And I understand that humans get tired of one another. Hence, I'm always saying, Mina, especially me, Mina, I can like you today, tomorrow, I'm like,
Yeah, I also think I have that problem, eh? I lose interest quick.
So I think this is why
Especially
I
when you start
believe in
giving me cold
soulmates.
vibes. Me, I'm God, you.
Yeah. Which is why I believe in soulmates. Uguti, there's somebody who's supposed to tolerate that part of you. Somebody who's supposed to know how to maneuver around.
So you
it.
don't have to change to be a bad boy. Ah, thank you for my answer.
You don't have to change to be a bad boy.
To not being bad boys. Toaster. Thanks for the toast.
I'm
To
worried
not
about my
being bad
class.
guys. 1, 2, 3.
Thinking.
Okay.
I'm glad it ended like that.
But anyway, thank you guys for having us today. It was more than a lovely session. And just to leave you, I wanted to leave them with a fun fact. But no.
Let's think of a fun fact.
No, yeah. It's actually not a fact. It's a
Did
it's
you
a
know?
young motivational
Chappies.
type of
My
vibe.
chappies.
On Niger No, actually, can I tell you guys? One of my friends, my very close friends, went to the shop. I put a tissue, so she went to buy tissue.
Okay.
She bought the tissue with
One line.
fun facts.
Oh, fun facts!
So every
What
time I was at her place, I would literally just read and be
Fun
like,
facts.
"Did you know?"
The way I love things and reading things,
Yeah.
man, I don't think
You
I
would
would
read the
ever
whole
leave.
tissue.
I don't think I would ever leave.
The bathroom.
Yeah, I would. I
Okay,
stay
like
for a long time, and I would unroll the tissue, and then end up rolling it again.
Hectic. Oh, I thought about it. Yeah.
Yes.
It's not a fun fact. It's actually something I heard a friend tell me. He was like, she knows a girl who got married at the age of 20,
Okay.
and the guy is 21.
Okay.
And obviously, societal norms would make
That's
you
too young.
question what's name and
That's too young.
yellows young man.
Yeah.
Libana,
Ah, yo.
you are kids. let's speak in English.
Yeah.
Understand me?
Yeah.
Hey, bona.
Beat.
No, you no, you,
It's one beat, but it's alright, brother.
Yeah, bro. So apparently their justification for their marriage was, we want to get married and, experience what marriage is like. Experience how we would be able to tolerate each other living together. Because in a relationship, when you're dating, it's a different thing because you don't live together. And things change when you guys are married. So they were like,
I promoted food.
they were like, we would rather get married. They are very religious now, so that's the reason why they got married. So they're like, they would rather get married and see if they're able to tolerate each other before kids are involved.
Yeah.
Because the minute kids are involved, it's not just your happiness that's in jeopardy, it's also the children's happiness that's in jeopardy.
Facts.
Yeah, well. So guys, think about getting. I'm single, hey, and I'm ready for marriage, guys. So you.
Boy.
No, hell no.
I was about to say somebody sit down and lie. This nigga wanna fucking run away. Tell me wanna get a wife.
The thing is, in Jengsa, singing rape.
No, it's not yet. Not yet.
Not yet.
Things.
I still need to become. Hey, if I expose all my secrets, you never know who's watching. Next number.
Remember we had that episode of Secrets?
Secret.
You were extending on that.
But anyway, thank you guys for having us. This is the open box, and we out.
Yes, before we out, let's not be out without putting Mozambique in our sincere, heartfelt prayers. It's right next door. Not only that, what is happening with Boko Haram, ISIS in Mozambique is quite terrifying. Strength to the brothers and sisters there. I think that's about it. It's also Ramadan. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamualaikum salam.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Akhi.
You got it right.
Eid Mubarak. Everything.
Yeah. Bless you, Coast Lady.
Bless you guys. Take care of yourselves, take care of your mental health, and make sure that you do the best that you can every single day. Because why? You're living your life for you and nobody else.
Ooh.
Ayebo.
Ayebo.